Ever found yourself staring blankly at a pile of tax forms and receipts, wondering where to begin? It's a common predicament, one that leaves many of us befuddled and stressed. The maze of numbers, the labyrinth of forms, the jargon that seems to be written in a language all its own. It can be overwhelming, to say the least. But hold on to your calculators, because today, we're going to navigate this tax maze together. Fear not, we are here to guide you through with our top 10 last-minute tax filing tips. Tip number 1, don't panic, there's still time. Yes, you heard it right. Even though it's tax day, the clock hasn't run out just yet. There are still options for you to consider. One of those options is filing for an extension. This can provide you with extra time to get your documents in order and ensure everything is accurate. But remember, an extension doesn't give you more time to pay if you owe. And here's the key point, don't rush. It may be tempting to speed through your tax return just to get it off your plate, but rushing can lead to errors. And errors, well, they can draw unwanted attention from the tax authorities, potentially leading to audits. So take a deep breath, clear your mind, and approach your tax filing with a calm and careful mindset. It's better to be slow and accurate than fast and erroneous. Remember, rushing leads to mistakes, and mistakes can lead to audits. Moving on to tip number 2. Gather your documents. Imagine baking a cake without having all your ingredients ready. It's quite the same with filing your taxes. You wouldn't want to start only to realize you're missing some crucial information, would you? Now, what are these documents? Well, they often include forms like your W-2s and 1099s, which detail your income for the year. Don't forget about receipts for deductible expenses, such as those related to healthcare, education, or business costs. If you've made charitable donations, you'd want proof of those too. And for those who've made significant financial transactions, documents detailing such events are also a must. This could be anything from selling a property to withdrawing from a retirement account. Remember, preparation is key. Having all your documents on hand will make the process smoother and faster. So, gather those papers and let's get you ready for a hassle-free tax filing experience. Tip number 3, double-check your information. It's easy to overlook the little details, especially when we're in a hurry, but those little details can make a big difference. One common mistake? Entering incorrect social security numbers. This 9-digit number is unique to you, and an error here can lead to misplaced returns or even identity issues. Bank account details, too, are often entered hastily. Remember, this is the route your refund will take to reach you, so ensure it's the right one. And let's not forget about our personal details. Check your name, address, and other identifiers. Are they up to date and spelled correctly? These may seem like small potatoes, but they're the kind of potatoes that can turn a smooth tax filing process into a stressful one. So make it a habit to double, even triple check your information. Accuracy, after all, is key when filing your taxes. On to tip number 4. Don't forget deductions and credits. These are not just fancy financial terms, but real money savers that can significantly decrease your tax liability. Let's dive into it. Deductions essentially lower your taxable income, and they come in various forms. For instance, you might be able to deduct certain medical expenses, student loan interest, or even contributions to a qualified retirement account. Credits, on the other hand, directly reduce the amount of tax you owe, dollar for dollar. Think of them as prepaid taxes. Examples include the Child Tax Credit, the American Opportunity Tax Credit for education expenses, and the Earned Income Tax Credit for low to moderate income workers. Identifying and claiming all the deductions and credits you're entitled to can be like navigating a labyrinth. But remember, it's worth it, because every deduction and credit you qualify for means more money in your pocket. Tip number 5, choose the right filing status. It's like selecting the right gear for a smooth drive. There are 5 filing statuses to choose from: single, married, filing jointly, married filing separately, head of household, and qualifying widower with dependent child. Each status can significantly impact your tax bracket, standard deduction, and the amount of tax you owe. If you're single without dependents, the single status is likely your go-to. For married couples, deciding between married filing jointly or married filing separately can be a balancing act. It's a matter of comparing tax liabilities under each status. The head of household status can be a boon for unmarried individuals supporting a dependent, offering a higher standard deduction compared to the single status. Lastly, qualifying widow with dependent child offers the same benefits as married filing jointly for 2 years following the spouse's death. Choosing the correct filing status is crucial to getting your tax calculations right. Moving swiftly along to tip number 6, consider direct deposit. By choosing this option, you can speed up the process of receiving your tax refund. Think about it. No more waiting for checks in the mail. No more trips to the bank. Direct deposit is a secure method that sends your refund straight to your bank account. It's a simple yet effective way to get your money faster. Remember, time is money. Direct deposit is not just convenient, but also quicker. Tip number 7, seek professional help if needed. Now, taxes can be a complex beast. They're filled with jargon, numbers, and countless forms that can make even the bravest among us quiver. But fear not, for there are tax professionals out there equipped with the knowledge and expertise to handle even the most complicated tax situations. There are certain scenarios where you might want to consider seeking their help. Are you self-employed? Do you have multiple sources of income? Did you recently inherit property or assets? Or perhaps you've had a major life event like marriage, divorce, or the birth of a child. All these situations can significantly impact your tax filing. A tax professional can ensure you're maximizing your deductions and credits, and most importantly, they can provide peace of mind that your taxes are done right. So remember, it's perfectly okay to ask for help. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're unsure about your taxes. Tip number 8, file electronically. In the digital age, e-filing has become a popular choice for many taxpayers. Why, you ask? Well, there are a few key advantages. First off, it's faster. The moment you hit submit, your tax return is on its way. No need to worry about mail delays or lost paperwork. This also means you'll receive any refunds quicker. Next, e-filing is highly accurate. The software does the math for you, reducing the chance of errors. It even checks for common mistakes and missing information. Furthermore, it's secure. High-grade encryption ensures your information is protected. Lastly, it's environmentally friendly. No paper, no ink, no problem. E-filing can be done from the comfort of your home at your own pace. Plus, you'll have instant confirmation that your return has been received. So why not give it a try? E-filing is a safe, efficient, and streamlined way of submitting your tax returns. Tip number 9, pay what you can. The importance of this cannot be overstated. We all understand that times can be tough, and it might seem impossible to pay the full amount of your tax bill. But here's the catch. Even if you can't afford to pay in full, it's crucial to pay as much as you can. Why, you ask? It's simple. The more you pay now, the less you'll owe in penalties and interest later. The Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, understands that full payment isn't always possible. That's why they offer payment plans to help you chip away at your tax debt over time, making it more manageable. But remember, not paying at all can lead to serious consequences, including hefty penalties and even legal action. So even if it's a small amount, make a payment, because every little bit counts. Paying what you can now can save you from hefty penalties down the line. Finally, tip number 10, keep records. You might think your tax journey ends once you've hit that submit button, but actually the journey continues. The importance of keeping records of all your tax documents and receipts cannot be overstated. Think of it as your personal tax library. It's a collection of all your income documents, receipts for deductible expenses, and copies of your filed tax returns. This library serves two main purposes. Firstly, it can assist in future tax filings. By looking at your past returns, you can gain insights into your financial patterns and better understand what to expect in the coming tax season. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, it's your shield in the event of a potential audit. If the tax authorities come knocking, you'll have all the evidence at your fingertips to validate your claims. In essence, keeping thorough records can save you a lot of hassle in the future. And there you have it, our top 10 last-minute tax filing tips, from not panicking and gathering your documents to double-checking your information and picking the right filing status. Don't forget those deductions and credits, consider direct deposit, and seek professional help if needed. Embrace electronic filing, pay what you can, and always, always keep records. Now you understand the importance of preparation, accuracy, and record keeping in the tax filing process. Remember, tax filing doesn't have to be a nightmare. With these tips in hand, you're well prepared to tackle it head on.